Miss Jeanette, I'm Sam. I'm a student at NOVA in the physical therapy program. Is it okay if we do some balance activities today?
Yes, we can.
Okay, is it okay if we film it for educational purposes?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So from my understanding, you're having a little bit of a problem leaning to the right, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so I saw a video that you and Dr. Galicio did where she was testing and you had a lot of room to lean to the left and very little room to lean to the right,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you have this thing called a limit of stability. You know those cones that dogs wear, the cone of shame?
Yeah.
All right, so the limit of stability is like if the cone is upside down on the ground. If you're inside that cone, you're safe. You don't have a risk of falling, you're stable. You're not, nothing's gonna happen if you're in that cone. With what happened to you after your stroke, the cerebellum, which is responsible for balance and correcting movement, was damaged. And that right side has been a little neglected. You haven't wanted to move towards that side because that's your weaker side since the stroke. So that cone on that side has gotten smushed in. So it's no longer a cone, and it's more like a semicircle, where things on the left are safe and stable, but things on the right are at risk of falling. So what we're going to work on today is maximizing that cone and kind of expanding that cone. Because I understand you want to work in the kitchen a little bit more, right?
Yes, I want to cook.
You want to cook. So if you're cooking at the kitchen counter, you have to lean and grab things, grab materials, correct?
Makes sense.
Right. So we're going to work on expanding that cone so that when you're in the kitchen and you see something to the side, you can lean over and grab it instead of just taking steps. And you're safe and standing while cooking instead of having to sit down.
That is excellent.
Okay? So I want to make it very clear that although we are challenging your stability and your cone and your limit of stability, you're still safe. I'm going to be guarding you. I'm going to make sure that you don't fall, okay?
Okay.
You're still going to be safe.
All right.
Okay? So I'm going to get my handy dandy gait belt. I'm going to put that on. So arms up for me. We'll put it down while you're sitting, and then we'll make sure it's nice and snug once you stand up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do with Miss Jeanette, and we've already kind of rigged it up, she has on a laser pointer that's tied to her chest, and we've got the wall set up with different sticky notes and color dots. So Miss Jeanette, what I'm going to have you do is once you stand up, we're going to use that laser pointer and point it to the sticky notes, okay? So that we work on challenging your limit of stability. So if you could stand up for me. And take 2 steps forward. Okay. So right now when you're standing, your dot is in that center sticky note. Can you lean over to the left and reach the first sticky note? Good job. And can you lean over to the left again and reach the other sticky note? Okay. Come back to the center. Can you lean over to the right and touch that first sticky note? The sticky note, not the green dot. There you go. I'm going to try to hold it there for a count of 5 seconds. 4, 5. All right, go back to the center. That was good. How'd that feel?
Good.
Good. You felt nice and stable. You weren't wobbling. Come back to the first sticky note on the right. And now that you're not moving as much and you're nice and stable, we're going to come over to the next sticky note on the right. All right. And we'll go back to the other sticky note. Get our balance. Make sure that red dot's not moving a whole lot. Once that red dot stops moving, we're going to go to the next sticky note. go back to the center. How is that? Pretty easy? All right, so now you see our dots? Our dots are a lot smaller than our sticky notes. It forces us to make sure that we are stable. It makes that area, our target area, a lot smaller. Can you hit that green dot? And hold it in the green dot for 5 seconds. Good, now can you lean back and hit the orange dot? Nice and slow, you want to make sure you move slow, okay? Nice and controlled. Now go back down to the green dot. And can you go for the orange dot? This is our progression. This is how we're going to make it harder. We're forcing us to be more precise with our leaning, to have more control over it. All right. That's good. Our dot's moving around a little bit more. You getting a little tired?
Yes, I am.
All right. So go back to the center. We want to make sure that we're nice and even. We're not leaning to any side. The chair is right behind you. I want you to reach back with that left hand. Make sure you touch the armrest and have a seat. Good job, Miss Jeanette. Thank you.